Welcome back to a special episode of a Clinch Fight podcast. I'm once again joined by my co-host, Mr. Josh Hurst. Josh, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, well, good, mate. Excited for this one.
Yeah, definitely. It's a special episode today. We are delighted, even more delighted, to be joined by undefeated Welsh prospect, Mr. Rhys Edwards. Rhys, how you doing, fella?
What's happening? I'm good. I'm very good, thank you.
Good, man.
It took a while getting on you, but we're here now.
Yeah.
We finally got you, mates. We finally got you.
Yeah.
Just before we begin, I need a special mention to our advertisement, Manscaped, where we can get you 20% off of all their products using the code Clinch. Manscaped have the finest and safest male grooming products to make sure those cherry downstairs are all safely trimmed. Okay. Your balls will thank you, guys. Okay. So first of all, Rhys, I just want to say congratulations on your latest victory. Flawless performance, mate. Really good. How do you assess your win? Are you happy with how you performed, how you boxed?
To be honest, I weren't happy getting out of the ring. I watched it back, and I was a lot more pleased than actually getting out of the ring. But I give away about a stone in weight. It was a last-minute opponent. So I just can't wait now to see what I can do against people my own weight. I really can't wait.
Yeah, I bet you were just itching just to get back out there, to be honest. Obviously, big layoff since your last one, I assume.
Yeah. Well, it's just before COVID, February 2020. And obviously, I didn't do nothing since. First lockdown, I put on about 3 stone. I was just dreadful, but I had nothing to look forward to. It was boring and felt unmotivated, but it's great to be back, honestly.
No, honestly, yeah, it was great to see you back in our ring, mates, because you got so much talent. Like, it can't go to waste. We need you in that boxing ring consistently.
Thank you.
So, any news on your next fight date, Rhys?
Yeah, I'm fighting 2 weeks this Saturday, the 31st of July, back up in London in the York Hall.
Nice.
I did have an opponent, but they pulled out again. So, I don't know. I'll just take it as it comes. I'm happy to fight anyone, to be honest with you. I just need a Gary.
Yeah, nice. I suppose for you, it's just keeping busy now, isn't it? Obviously, big layoff. You just want to be getting out there, getting that experience, and it's good that the crowds are coming back in some abundance as well. So, it'd be good just to get that feel, I bet.
100%. To be honest, obviously lockdown has done, COVID's done everyone over, every single person. But I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. As you said, people are allowed back in the crowd. Crowds allowed back. So I'm just bouncing. I'm bouncing to get back in there and pick up my first title soon.
Hey, mate, a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter at the end of the day. So it's good to see you happy.
100%.
Cool then. So if we take it for people who might not know, if we take it back maybe to the start, maybe you should give us a quick intro to sort of your boxing history, maybe your earliest memory of when you started.
I remember starting when I was 9 years old in the gym. I actually live in the same street as the gym where Liam Williams trains. I remember going down there when I was 9. I had my first fight when I was 10. I boxed all over the world as an amateur for Wales. I won 5 Welsh titles, 2 British titles, and a bronze in the Commonwealth Youth Games. Pretty much done it all as an amateur, and now it's time to do the same as in the pros.
Yeah, definitely. Do you feel like that experience has helped you a lot, sort of as you've gone into your pro game?
1,000,000%. Just boxing on the big stage in the World Championships I went to as well, the European Championships, just fighting loads of just picking up experience, to be honest with you. Just getting the feel for it, different styles, and I feel more than ready for anything that's going to come my way.
Yeah, I feel like you can almost see that in the way you box as well. You can still see it's very tidy and very, very neat as well. So I think that just shows experience and doing it for however long it's almost drilled into you, isn't it?
100%. To be honest, when I first turned pro, I had the amateur style a bit too much.
Yeah.
But although COVID's been a pain in the ass, the long layoff. But obviously through COVID, apart from the first lockdown when I went huge, I've been sparring with the likes of Joe Cordina, Jay Harris, Chris Jenkins, Michael Conlon, Brad Foster, all great champions. And I just feel like the break's done me good in a way as well, to keep working on my craft and just get better and better.
Yeah, good. It's not so bad. You're quite obviously you're young as well, so for some people it's a bit more crucial that they get their fights in. But I'm sure you can afford the little break, and you're here now, so it's all good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Rhys, just on the subject of your amateur career, like you turned pro actually at a very young age. Like, what influenced this decision? Like, did you believe you could make like the Olympic Games or the Senior Commonwealths?
I definitely could have made the Senior Commonwealths. The Olympic Games is obviously a different ballpark. I know I was good, but I wasn't even getting into the GB squad. And I went up for trials and stuff. And to be honest, I was bashing people up who I was sparring. But the Welsh boys just unfortunately don't get a look in up there.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
and what definitely made me realise about turning pro, I was on the Welsh team, living on Cardiff Monday to Thursday, training my balls off 3 times a day, beating the top boys in Britain, and then they were getting sent away to tournaments and win medals, and we didn't get sent to the Europeans, the Worlds, which then we couldn't qualify for the Youth Olympics. So I just thought, I'm wasting my time down here. They'd send us on a training camp to Spain. But what good's a training camp to Spain if you ain't fighting? So I just me and Gary had a good talk, because I was back and forward training anyway. And I made the decision to turn over.
It's really strange that, like what you say about the attitude towards kind of Welsh boxers, because, you look at Andrew Selby, one of the most decorated amateurs this country's ever had, like as in Britain. And obviously Joe Cordina was on the podium for such a long time, wasn't he? So really strange how that's, our Welsh boxers aren't really getting the opportunities like other nations domestically.
I completely agree. Obviously, you get the lucky few, not the lucky few, they're awesome fighters, but you get a few that are chosen. But I think it's just the same with every sport. Team GB is basically Team England in my eyes. It's horrible to say, but it's true.
I agree. It's quite well known. There's a lot of politics, especially when you get to sort of Team GB level. So, it's not. Obviously, it's at the same time you see some people who go through the GB machine, and then when it comes to pros, can't make that transition. So, I'm glad it seems like the decisions worked out well for you. So, at least you're getting proper experience and making some money at the same time. So,
definitely.
Cool. Yeah. So, talking about Gary. You made a decision to go with him as a trainer. Is that something you know for a long time, or was that based on sort of reputation?
No, I know. I went down to spar Jay Harris when I think I was 15, maybe, maybe 16. And Gary's been there, done it. He's such a great coach and teacher. He just sees stuff other coaches don't. I think he's top notch. But no, I was back and forth for about 3 years. So me and Gary had a good relationship anyway, and I knew it was the place I wanted to be.
Yeah, you can tell. It seems like you've got like a really good little setup there, with that everyone is almost like a little family, little community. So one thing we're going to ask, who's the joker of the gym, and is there any stories you can share? What goes on there?
There's plenty of stories I could share, but I don't know if they're appropriate. It's a great bunch of boys. As you said, we are like a little family down there. There's new people coming to the gym too. It's great down there. We train hard, obviously, but the laugh we have down there, it don't make it feel like hard work. But the idiot of the gym and the joker has got to be Chris Jenkins. Oh, okay. He's an addict.
I'm not sure I would have guessed that, but fair play.
No, I've seen a few of his interviews. He looks like a character, Chris Jenkins. He does.
Oh, he's nuts. He's nuts. I couldn't live with him. An hour a day, 2 hours a day, that's me done.
Just wondering, Rhys, your promotional situation. Are you promoted by anyone in particular?
I'm not. I'm managed by Mo Pryor and trained by Gary Lockett. I've been looking, I'm hoping to sign a promotional deal out to 2 people lately. Well, soon.
Okay.
So no names.
Space.
But,
yeah, absolutely. We understand.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Off camera, maybe.
yeah, off camera, maybe.
Oh, excellent. Awesome. Yeah, well, I look forward to hearing that news. Absolutely.
Yeah, and to be fair, so I mean, you've got to get your steam, get your momentum going. I'm sure it'll all come together.
Yeah, like obviously the COVID is kind of put the stop to everything. But now, as you said, the momentum's going again. I fight in 2 weeks' time. I'll win, and then I heard I could be fighting September in Cardiff, and I heard it could be for a title. So then I think that's when things really start moving, and I'm starting to get noticed a lot.
Yeah, definitely, me. So talking about obviously you just had your last fight. Your next fight, I assume, will probably be another tune-up fight just to get you momentum again. So big fight at the end of the year. That's what we were kind of hoping to get from you. So that's really good to hear. And in Cardiff as well. Hopefully, if everything's open, be a good little event.
Yeah, definitely. My next fight is going to be a little step up. My first 8-rounder against a game opponent, and then, as you said, September. Fingers crossed, any title. I'd be happy with anything. Just a stepping stone, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, bit of a silly question, but COVID-19 obviously hasn't been easy for anyone. Just want to know really how much of an impact it had on your career. I know you touched on it a bit earlier in this podcast, but yeah, just like to hear really your what happened really during COVID.
To be honest, nothing good. I think it just hit everyone on his ass. Everyone had their ups and downs through lockdown, through COVID. I think it's been bad because it put everything on a standstill for me and obviously a lot of other people. But in a way, I think it could be good because I was 19. I'm only 21 now, which you said is obviously still young, but I'm feeling that's more stronger and more experienced. So I'm kind of glad in a way without being selfish.
Yeah, you got to take the positives out of it. So for some people we spoke to have said the same. So yeah, that's good to hear. So you mentioned earlier on your last fight you were giving the weight away because of the last minute. So I think it was at lightweight you fought.
Yeah, I weighed in 9'2", and I think he come in like 9'9", something like that. And that was me putting on a 4-5 pound. Okay. So it was obviously you got to do what you got to do. It was either do that, take the fight or not fight, and they even booked the hotel and stuff like that. So
no, that's understandable. I think again, it's while you're still just getting those tune-up fights, it's more just getting the experience, isn't it? So and to be fair, he was a fairly game opponent as well. So I'm sure some rounds banked is always helpful anyway. Yeah,
definitely. It's nothing wrong with not stopping him. I felt like, to be honest with you, I learned a lot in that fight. He was talking to me through the fight, saying stuff, and it was a good learning fight. And as you said, pick some rounds up and pick up experience.
Good. So obviously you're fighting at lightweight, not where you'd ideally be. In terms of for the future, are you sort of just experimenting with weight classes, or have you got one in mind?
I've got definitely super bantamweight 810 for titles. 100% in mind, and then see how easy I can make that. And who knows, maybe bantamweight. Who knows? Just so definitely super bantamweight, and we'll experiment with that. See how I do it, how I make it, and then who knows?
Yeah, fair enough. So for your next fight, will that be a lightweight again, or are you thinking maybe super feather?
No. Is going to be in between feather and super bantamweight.
Ideal. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, at least you won't have too much of a jump again then.
Exactly.
So settle to the weight a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Rhys, Jacob Robinson is another undefeated Welsh prospect like yourself.
Who's that? I'm joking.
You both have competed, a similar weight classes. You obviously not exactly the same, but around similar ones.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a fight that could materialize in the future, possibly?
100%. If Jacob wants an arse whooping, he knows where the phone is. Nah. All jokes aside, definitely he's a good fighter, Jacob. We're very similar on weight, as you said. very similar in records. We fought a few of the same people. And no, I'd definitely be up for fighting him. If it's for a Welsh title, or even look further down the line and see how far we can both go. But I'd be more than happy to fight him whenever.
I would personally love to see that fight. I would really love that.
Yeah.
That would definitely be one I'd be attending for sure.
He's trying to set something up. He's on commission.
No, I've known Jacob for a long time. Like, so a good friend of mine. But it'd be great to see two Welsh prospects just put it all on the line.
Definitely. It'd be great. No, 100%. I think that there's on paper it's a 50-50 fight, and I think a lot of people is a good Welsh dust up, to be honest with you. So no, I think that would be a great fight to make, definitely.
Yeah, so planting the seed there. Again, we'll save that for another time. Maybe if we get Jacob on, we'll see what he has to say about it.
Not the same time as me.
Yeah. On that note, we'll add him to the call now.
I'll go hang up.
Cool then. So just sort of come to an end in terms of your boxing idols and maybe sort of where you want to be in the future. Is there anyone you sort of tried to emulate, or anyone's career who sort of inspired you to be where you are now?
I wouldn't say anyone's careers wanted me to be where I am now. I just think it's just boxing, to be honest with you. But the people I do love watching is gotta be Canelo, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, Floyd Mayweather he's a bit more boring, but that's if you don't know boxing.
Yeah, of course.
It's great to watch. But Canelo, I think Canelo is just. I watch him. I could watch him every single day for hours. He's just the stuff he does. He's the best at the moment. And Lomachenko. How could I forget that?
Yeah. There's a serious list of boxers you've just mentioned there, mate. Honestly,
I'm still upset and gutted. Lomachenko lost against Teofimo. He should have pulled his finger out instead of making him miss and not throwing back. He should have made him pay for it. But hopefully we see the rematch.
Do you think there was something up with Lomachenko that night? Because he looked pretty good in his last fight, didn't he? Against a more limited opponent, compared to Teofimo, but he looked good, didn't he?
He looked outstanding. He looked back to his old self. But whether it was something wrong with him, no one knows that apart from Lomachenko and his team. So my money would be on Lomachenko. Although he lost the first fight, I think he's just such a spectacular fighter. But who knows?
Yeah, that fight, that rematch is definitely one that interests me. I'd love to see that. Just to see who is the better man. We'll definitely know for sure then in the rematch, won't we?
Definitely.
Yeah, just before we kind of go to wrap up, just sort of how's it going at the gym anyway? And obviously Jay Harris just come off a loss himself. I know you two seem like you're very close, and like you just said, you've been sparring him since you were 15, 16. So how's he doing, and how's it going?
He's Jay seems good. He came up to watch my fight. He came up to Sheffield.
I saw
him, his father, his brother. We had a good drink. No, Jay will definitely come again. I think he's moving down a weight. So at that weight, in my eyes, he's unstoppable. He's huge. He's big for the weight now. No, but he seems good. He was in the fight. It was a good fight, and the Sandoval was a top class fight. There's no shame in losing, but it was a 50-50 fight leading up until the body shot, but he just said it was a shot that he could not get from. So I think he's just got to take on the chin and come again.
I was watching the fight and thought it was neck and neck until then. So he definitely wasn't one of them. He got blown out the water. But if he feels like he can get more success at the lower weight and he can make it, fair play to him, because you said he'd be a big boy for that weight class. So fair play to him.
Oh, he'd be huge. Yeah. So fingers crossed for him.
Yeah, so I think Chris Jenkin's got a fight coming up as well.
The 24th, 11 days. He's fighting. What's his name?
Somewhere, is it?
Yeah, that's it. He's fighting him, defending his British and Commonwealth title, nice. And he's looking great. I've seen him spar. I've been doing rounds there myself, taking some shots. No, but he's looking great. He's looking very good, and fingers crossed he pulls it off.
Yeah, Chris is a great professional. I hope he really, gets the job done, because he deserves it, doesn't he? He's waited for a long time to kind of be in this pedestal, and I hope he keeps winning.
Yeah. I think he haven't had the fairest crack of the whip, to be honest with you. You've got boys in his weight, Conor Ben, Josh Kelly, all the welterweights, and he's the British champion. They should fight him.
Yeah,
he should be up there. He's British champion, but I think he's just getting looked past. But now, fingers crossed, pull off a great performance, and it could set him up for a big fight.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some would be a decent win for a really good win for him as well. So hopefully springboard him into one of those big fights like you just mentioned. Because I think any of those fights for the title would be huge, wouldn't it?
Oh, 100%.
Of course.
Okay, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Rhys, thank you so much for coming on. You seem like a top lad. I hope you go on to have a top career, mate. Honestly.
Thank you very much, both of you.
We thought we'd get in early before you get too big, so you don't forget us.
No, never.
Just before you go, Rhys, is there anything you want to give a shout out? Because I saw you got a YouTube channel, haven't you?
Actually, just started my YouTube channel. I'm on 240 subscribers.
There we are. That's more than us.
No. Anyone who would like to give our a follow, is Rhys Edwards. My Instagram, Rhys Edwards 2000, and just thanks to everyone for the support, my friends, my family, my sponsors.
Excellent. We'll put all those links in our description as well. Awesome. Plug a few.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you very much, Rhys. Top man, mate. All the best for your career.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Ciao, boys.
Ciao.